Our mission is to help you learn the English language. We have created easy-to-follow, free educational materials for those seeking knowledge of English.
Are you free next Thursday?
Yeah. Why? Is there something going on Thursday?
A bunch of us in the office are planning a retiring party for Bob. He's been with the office for ages, so everyone was really surprised to hear he took early retirement.
Bob is retiring. Wow, that's news to me. I had no idea Bob was that old. Retirement's still 65, right?
Retirement age is still 65, but I think more and more people are retiring earlier. I think Bob's in upper 50s already. He just looks pretty young.
Wow, I thought he was early 40 stops. Why would he want to retire so soon?
Well, I think you prepare it well and capture good savings. Retiring early can give you a lot more time for travel and other activities. You should get out and enjoy the life you still can't, don't you think?
Could I ask some questions regarding to the social benefits?
Go ahead, please.
How long is my paid vacation every year?
You'll have 10 days paid vacation every year.
What about the insurance and housing policies?
We will provide you with life insurance, health insurance, accident insurance, housing benefits, heating allowance and transportation allowance.
How often is the bonus?
You'll be paid a bonus at the end of every year.
Do I have training opportunities?
We provide our employees with training opportunities at home and abroad.
Well, I don't have any other questions so far. I would like to think a couple of days before I give you my final answer.
Sure, I will ask Lucy to call you in 2 days.
Okay. Thank you for your time and patience.
You're welcome.
Are you doing anything right now, Diana?
I am typing a report for the moment, Mr. Robbins. Anything I need to do?
Will you please cut it for a while and come in here to take a letter?
Is it urgent?
Yes. This letter can't go into the mail any later than 5. It's about a contract.
Okay, I am coming.
Please take a seat, Diana. Have you got your spare pens and pencils?
Yes, I have this time. But if I don't understand a word or a phrase when you are dictating, can I ask you halfway?
No, I'd prefer not. I don't want any interruptions every other minute, but you can ask me at the end of the letter.
All right, I understand now. Do you think I should leave a margin on every page wide enough for notes and amendments?
Of course, Diana. You'd better pay attention to the spelling when you type it.
Certainly I will, Mr. Robbins. By the way, may I use a window envelope?
Yes, that's fine. Now when you finish these, I want you to put these cards in alphabetical order, using the last names, and then make a list.
You want the cards in alphabetical order using the last names?
Right. And the last thing, we are going to clean the files out tomorrow. Now let's begin.
How long will it take for our order to be delivered?
Let's see. You are importing 50 containers of textiles from China. They should be able to place your order before the end of next week. It will take 2 days for shipping to the port city of Ningpo. The freight will take 3 weeks on the open ocean and will arrive in Los Angeles approximately a month from today. Domestic shipping will be your responsibility. You can make arrangements with the pier in Los Angeles.
Fine, we will handle domestic shipping, but what about customs? Will we have to pay tariff on our imports? I hope we don't run into any problems with the border control.
No, the Chinese company has that all worked out. With the paperwork you receive with the shipment, you should be good to go.
Tell me something about yourself and your past.
I was born and grew up in Hebei province. I moved to Beijing, where I started taking courses for my MBA. When I completed my degree, I was offered an opportunity working for a financial services company. I've worked there for 8 years.
What was the most significant project you've worked on?
I was assigned a project to design a 360-degree performance system. It was a challenge for a person with a finance background. I met with the technical people and discussed the possibilities and obstacles. Based on that information, I selected a team and created a spreadsheet to manage the project. We got the project done on schedule. I was rewarded for outstanding results and was able to share the honors with the team.
What finance experience makes you qualified for this position?
For the past 8 years, I have been working in the banking industry. I have a solid understanding of accounting concepts, an analytical mind and a strong attention to detail. I've had a lot of customer service training and experience, and I have been told that I excel in this area.
How would your coworkers evaluate you?
They'd say I was a handworker and a real team player.
What are your salary expectations?
I really need more information about the job before we start to discuss salary. I'd like to postpone that decision until later.
I am glad to have the opportunity of visiting your corporation. I hope we can do business together.
It's a great pleasure to meet you, Mr. White. I believe you have seen our exhibits in the showroom. What is it that particularly interests you?
I am interested in your hardware. I've seen the exhibits and studied your catalogs. I think some of the items will find a ready market in France. Here is a list of requirements.
Thank you for your inquiry. Would you tell us what quantity you require so that we can work out the offer?
I will do that. Meanwhile, could you give me an indication of the price?
Here are our FOB price lists. All the prices in the lists are subject to our confirmation.
What about the commission? From European suppliers, I usually get a 3 to 5% commission for my imports. It's the general practice.
As a rule, we don't allow any commission. But if the order is sizable one, we will consider it.
You see, I do business on a commission basis. A commission on your prices would make it easier for me to promote sales. Even 2 or 3% would help.
We'll discuss this when you place your order with us.
We need to take the accounts system offline to carry out the upgrade. But don't worry, it won't cause too much inconvenience. We're going to do it over the weekend.
How long will the system be down for?
We'll be taking everything offline in about 2 hours' time. It'll be down for a minimum of 12 hours. If everything goes according to plan, it should be up again by 6 p.m. on Saturday.
That's fine. We've allowed 48 hours to be on the safe side.
Let's come to an agreement to salary.
May I see the agreement first?
Of course. Here you are. Please read the agreement and sign it.
Read the agreement. There's a 3-month period of probation for new recruits.
Yes. If you have any question, just ask. By the way, Do you know your rights and obligations in this agreement?
I think I know it. I wonder whether the agreement has the guarantee of law or not.
Of course, you can believe us. Both sides should act according to the provisions of the agreement. Please sign the agreement.
Sign. Okay. I sign the agreement with the signature of my name.
We are done with the agreement. After a 3-month probationary period, you will be confirmed in your post.
I see. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. I am calling to ask about the position of an usher.
Anything you would like to know?
What qualities do you expect the applicants to have?
We expect the usher girl to be good-looking, no less than 165 centimeters high, and love smiling.
Would you like me to fill out the form?
I suppose so, but don't rush. I've got to tell you how to do it.
That's very kind of you.
Good afternoon. Lotus Catering Company. Lillian speaking. May I help you?
Good afternoon, Lillian. This is Tom Baker over at Beck's Trading Company. We need to arrange a banquet for next Wednesday afternoon.
I see, Mr. Baker. How many people are you planning to invite and how much would you like to spend per person?
Well, we're expecting about 25 people and we'd like to spend no more than $20 a head. Hi, could you give me a hand with this report?
Sure, I'd be happy to give you some hints and advice.
Thanks. Would you mind taking a look at the layout? Do you think it's appropriate? I want it to be formal, but not boring to look at.
It looks good to me. I would suggest that you put the client's logo and our logo on each page. The bosses seem to like that.
That's an excellent suggestion. I can easily do it on the computer.
Why don't you use a different font the headings? They'll be more distinct.
I'll take that suggestion too. How about the content?
I think you've included all the essential things. You might want to make the conclusion a little longer. Restate your reasons clearly.
Is it okay to include the pictures?
Definitely. I would include 1 or 2 on each page if possible. Remember that you should make the report as eye-catching as possible.
Thanks for those ideas. I'll get to work on them right away. What price do you suggest for 300,000 sets of article number 2323 with London as the destination port?
Let me see. It's £800 per set SIF London.
What commission terms can you offer?
Usually the commission is 3% of the net invoice amount after deduction of discounts.
Couldn't you raise the commission to 5%?
Considering our good relationship and our future business, we give you 4%. That's the best we can do. We can't go any further. What would you say to it?
Then I'll accept it with thanks. How do I order the office supplies that I need?
Fill out this form with whatever you need. What do you need the most?
I need many things.
I can get a few of them right away, but might have to order some.
I can wait a few days for these items.
Make sure that you have money allocated for these supplies. How much do you have for office supplies?
I don't think we have very much money for supplies, but we have a little.
Would you like them delivered to you or can you come get them here?
I am not sure yet.
When you finish completing the request form, we will order and let you know when the supplies are here. Have a great day.
Goodbye.
Mr. Wilson, I'm very glad we reached the agreement at last. Now I'd like to propose a toast to the further development of our cooperation.
I'm very delighted too. I'm sure that we'll have a wider range of cooperation. So, let's drink to the signing of our contract.
Bottoms up.
Cheers. Does your company have a large population?
No, it is a middle-sized private company.
Do you have more than 200 employees in the company?
Yes, there are approximately 300 people.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.